guys, what's up? Welcome to the best Smackdown duo on YouTube. I'm here with my guy Nick from Furious Nation. It looks like it's pouring here again. So Nick, if my power goes out, that is why. So how you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Hopefully we don't lose power on your end, but if we do, the show must go on, but we'll be all right. I'm sure we will. But
we're good. We're good.
Luckily for me, no power lost here. The other day last weekend, we did lose power where I was for a little bit.
Yeah.
But and in fact, it actually was so bad I almost couldn't do Forbidden Podcast that I'm Carl last Saturday. But thankfully, it was over before then when it was still able to do the stream, so I got really lucky. But it has been raining lately. It's and you would think it would be April showers, May flowers. There's a saying.
Yeah.
So but other than that, I'm doing well. And what's up, David? Glad you're in here. We're in for quite a newsworthy SmackDown tonight. We got some Money in the Bank qualifying matches. We got 2 announced for tonight with 2 triple threat contests for a Money in the Bank qualifier. And we got Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton, the main event for the Women's Championship. So we're not going to get that on Saturday night's main event, which is interesting. I thought we would.
I like it better here. Honestly, I like it better here. Just get it out of the way. Yeah, I don't want it on Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, actually, I'm okay. I don't hate it. So
I don't either.
But tonight's SmackDown is live from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah, we're gonna get John Cena tonight, I believe, right? I think we're gonna get Cena tonight.
We might, yeah. Cody Rhodes as well, I think, is advertised for tonight.
Cody.
I read a rumor he should be back before Money in the Bank prior to it. So we should be getting him back soon, which I think is also another really good move. He's like the absence of Cody and Roman have really been felt, and now Roman's supposed to be back at least around Money in the Bank when he's back. I think that's when you get Cody and Roman back. I think things are gonna start picking up, especially going to this.
Speaking of power outage, our guy Wesley is out of power. He can't watch SmackDown.
No,
Speaking of power.
Boo. Wesley, I'm not sure where you live, but I'm really sorry about that, man. Hopefully,
I forget where he lives. Oh, it's gonna bother me.
Yeah.
Well.
I hope
here.
If you're here, if you are somewhat hearing this, if you're still able to watch the live stream here, I hope you're okay, and hopefully you are finding a way to at least be all right. I'm sure you are, but I just hope it's not that bad, and hopefully power comes back for you soon.
Oh, there he is. It's West Virginia. That's where he's from. I forgot. Yeah, the Knicks and Celtics are on right now. I have it on my monitor as well.
The Knicks lost bad the other day, and I was very disappointed, I'll be honest.
Well, if they win this game, Nick, they advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, so they got to win tonight.
I hope so. They better.
So, by the way, I just talked to Scott. All good. We got an editor.
Yes.
So that's going to help me tremendously. My God. It's not going to be sporadic. It's not going to be like here. I want to do it strategically, like maybe for a big YouTube short or something.
Yeah, if it's like a big thing happening, then that definitely should be.
Yeah, a lot of bad weather. The weather here in my area, Nick, it was off. It was rain. It was thundering and lightning. Then it became sunny. Then it was rain. Then it became sunny. And now it's raining again.
Oh, my God. I don't think Mother Nature wants to cooperate here.
Thank God I have a generator. So if we do lose power, we get it right back.
Oh,
so it's like it's not bad, but I'm just saying. Because on Tuesday, I didn't even tell you this, right after the Phenomenal Breakdown, right before Queens of the Ring, my power went out. My power went out for like a little bit. Denise was like, Mitch, what the F just happened? I'm like, my power went out. She's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out to Denise.
When is your guy doing AEW, Mitch? Oh, Eric. When is he going to do in a couple weeks? He's going to be doing AEW in a couple weeks, so I'm looking forward to that. It's not going to be every week, David. It's going to be every other. It's going to be every other week. And for the Raw pre-show, I still got to talk to him about it if he wants to do that every week, or maybe I want to run this by you, actually. So for the Raw pre-show that I have him doing, maybe it's only good for like after a PLE or something. Maybe not like every single week. Maybe after a PLE or a week before the PLE. One or the other. I don't think every week it's necessary.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you need to do it every week.
Yeah, I'll talk to Eric because I think he'll like that idea. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to Denise as well. I know haven't worked with her here in a while, but hope she's doing all right. Same thing.
Oh, she's doing great. Speaking of Denise, actually, hold on. I got to bring a picture up. Me, Denise, and Sarah, we're going to be on a show tomorrow called Black Hearts Angels on Over the Top Rope Network. So let me just grab that thumbnail really quick. Actually, not. Is that a thumbnail? I don't know what this is. But, on. Oh, I knew I forgot something. Dang. Oh, Solo. Solo.
So, I love you, Solo. Well, he's with Jeff Cobb and U.S. champion Jacob Fatu. So it looks like they're starting the show with a segment. Solo. Well, actually, speaking of Solo, it's Solo Sikoa, Ray Phoenix, and Jimmy Uso in the first men's from the Smackdown side Money in the Bank qualifying. We might get that. I think we're probably going to get that later tonight. Looking at Solo in a suit. So I don't think we're getting that right away. I think we're getting it later on in the night tonight.
So, yes, David, I think he will. I think he will against CM Punk. That's my prediction.
Well,
but
actually, I read a report that's actually Punk and Cena. I read according to WrestleVotes, which is reliable. Cena and Punk is not planned for Money in the Bank. It's not going to happen for Money in the Bank. Like it's going to be pushed towards later in the year.
That's fine.
Yeah, I saw the report. Apparently, they're not going to do it for. Let me find the report.
Oh, there's Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, it's crazy that he's 42, and he doesn't even look the age.
Hey, Daniel. Right. And guys, here we go. So it's going to be me and Denise and Sarah. We're going to be guests on Black Hearts Angels tomorrow at 4:00 Over the Top Rope. I will be posting that link throughout the show, so make sure you guys tune in to that. That's tomorrow at 4:00. Already got the topics ready, got the StreamYard link. Everything is set up.
Nice. So, yeah, it's actually now, as according to PW Insider, my mistake, John Cena vs. CM Punk is not currently planned for the Money in the Bank PLE on Saturday, June 7th. WWE does not want to schedule a match between Cena and Punk later. I mean, WWE does want to schedule a match between Punk and Cena later this year, but, quote, when the time is right, according to one source per PW Insider. So it's not going to happen at Money in the Bank. I don't think for Night of Champions in Saudi. We could still get it at SummerSlam. Or if Cena is holding the belt till the end of the year, till December, I think his last appearance is this December in Massachusetts, in Boston. Maybe that's where he drops the belt to either Cody Rhodes or CM Punk. But I can't see it, though, because I think Cena is dropping that belt at SummerSlam. I can't see him holding it past SummerSlam. That's just me.
I don't know, but Chad, right now we got Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and Jeff Cobb. So we got Jeff Cobb on the screen right now. So just to keep you updated. And really quick, guys, we really love the support that we've been getting recently. Like, me and Denise talk about this all the time. We love it. Like, seriously. And David has a question for you, Nick.
Nick, who do you think will wrestle Cena at Money in the Bank? I feel, well, John Cena R-Truth's going to be Saturday night's main event. I think it could be Cena and Cody at Money in the Bank, if I'm being brutally honest.
Then what about SummerSlam, though? Money in the Bank is before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you have Night of Champions. There's a rumor going around that John Cena is going to tag with Travis Scott. I hope that doesn't happen.
For what? Night of Champions?
Well, they're saying that Cena and there's pitches going around for a John Cena Travis Scott in a tag match, again, wrestling together in a tag match, which I hope is not the case. But if it happens, fine. I hope Travis Scott proves me wrong. And if you want it, and if it's got to happen, just get it out of the way in Saudi.
So, David, who is Blackhearts? I'm about to put up their channel link right now. they actually have a show tonight called I forget what it's called, but over the is it over the top rope or is it off the top rope? I think it's off the top rope.
So, guys, Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa, man, it's about to go down.
What?
Do you feel, Mitch? I want to ask you something, and guys, let me know what you think. Do you think for Solo's bloodline, Jeff Cobb is an upgrade from the Tongans?
Yes. So, David, here's their link. Make sure you go subscribe to Off the Top Ropes Network. We're going to be doing a lot of work with them. Hot Takes and Headlocks, I think it's going to be on their channel as well. You know, that show we got on Thursday nights with Joe. So that might be on there. Forbidden Podcast, Nick, I think that's just going to be a Hardcore Sports Network thing. But it's just once a month. I don't want to confuse them. We already have a good thing going. Just keep it here.
And guys,
MK and Nick, I really appreciate the two of you. I'm using my power bank to charge my phone and come back and forth to the stream. Appreciate that, Wesley.
Very appreciative, Wesley.
Is Cody coming today? I don't know, Xavier.
There's rumors he could be tonight. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh. And guys, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Please subscribe to Nick.
Solo's yelling at Fatu. Cody, Solo's yelling at Jacob. Remember who you love, Jacob.
Here we go. Here we go.
But for the love of God, can we get LA Knight to stop feuding with the goddamn bloodline, please?
Oh my God, not again. Why? Is it gonna be him versus Jeff Cobb tonight now?
Well, I mean, it's gonna happen, Jeff.
Oh.
Whoa.
I don't like LA Knight. I'm not the biggest LA Knight fan. I'm not the fan of him, but that was I like that. I like that.
Like a hit and run attack on Jeff Cobb. Well, I mean, Jeff Cobb and LA Knight, it's going to happen sooner rather than later.
Hey! It's Mia Yim.
Meechin, or Mia Yim. Let's just call her Mia Yim.
I call her Mia Yim or Meechin, the same thing, but...
The B-Fab.
Hey, but Meech, if you guys didn't know, Meechin's sister is now engaged to Big E. If you guys did not know that. So, that is actually really big.
To Big E. Mia Yim.
Big E, yeah, see what you did there.
But guys, 2 Money in the Bank qualifiers tonight. Ray Phoenix, Jimmy Uso, and Solo Sikoa. Then Alexa Bliss, Chelsea Green, and Mia Yim. Who do you guys got? Let us know in the comments. And Mitch, who do you think qualifies tonight?
I don't know, but there's Alexa Bliss. But why do I see an Alexa Bliss and Charlotte tag team? Why do I see that?
Well, she said to Charlotte last week, "Hey, let's chat."
Yeah.
I remember seeing a rumor late last year that Charlotte coming back, they were going to tease a darker character. And for the love of God, Charlotte could absolutely use a character change. That Queen gimmick she's had since day one on the main roster is well beyond its expiration date, and it's super fucking stale.
Here's Alexa Bliss
with it, but anything is different and can't be worse than the Queen gimmick. So I may give it a chance. We'll see. But maybe it could lead to a...
thank you, David. I think David just subscribed to Off the Top Ropes. Thank you, David. I just got that.
Thank you, David. But I don't know. It could be a duo. Maybe it's Charlotte's on her own, but a more different character, which she could use. I'm also hearing a rumor Jade Cargill and Charlotte Flair could be on the table for Evolution too.
I heard Evolution might not even be a thing now.
Well, actually, on July 13th, I'm hearing instead of July.
Oh, July 13th now, not the 5th.
Yeah, no, not July 5th. They're considering having it July 13th in Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm not mad at that.
The same weekend as All in Texas and Saturday Night's Main Event. Because AEW All in Texas in Dallas is going to be July 12th, just like Saturday Night's Main Event, and the next day being Evolution too.
So Evolution is going to be on a Sunday?
Yes, according to reports.
All right, I'll wait to the announcement, but I'd rather be on Saturday than Sunday, honestly.
Yeah, it was going to be the 5th, but they decided they wanted to move it to July 13th.
Yeah, I can't wait for Worlds Collide, honestly. Guys, we are not streaming Worlds Collide. I'm throwing that out there right now because we're going to be streaming Money in the Bank, and it's just like back-to-back. And I got some editing to do. I'm trying to make Saturdays my day of editing. So it could be like I can crack a lot of stuff out. Jeffrey!
What's up, Jeffrey?
Hey, how's it going, man? How's it going? You say you're stopping by.
So, speaking of Worlds Collide.
I saw that, David. Thank you. Thank you.
So Worlds Collide, it's interesting with the men's Money in the Bank qualifier tonight with Phoenix, Solo, and Jimmy. Of who qualifies. I'm thinking Ray Phoenix. Happy Friday, everyone, and Jeffrey Reimer. I'm thinking Ray Phoenix qualifies tonight. However, he may not qualify. Maybe Ray Phoenix is going to be a part of the Worlds Collide. Because tonight's interesting. If he qualifies, does he work Worlds Collide? If he doesn't qualify, does he work Worlds Collide? And we get the Lucha Bros at Worlds Collide. So tonight's very interesting for who qualifies. I'm going Ray Phoenix, but if he's going to be planned for Worlds Collide, I'm going to go Solo Sikoa.
Yeah. So, David, Joker is my guy, Eric. He plays a Joker character for his podcast, Eric the Joker. That's Saturday nights at 6. So, yeah, Eric is a great guy. I talk to him all the time. He's been on the Raw Post show a couple of times with Pyro and Nick. So, he's a great guy. So, reminder, guys, tomorrow at 4 o'clock, me and the ladies are going to be on the Blackheart Angels show tomorrow at 4 o'clock on the Off the Top Ropes Network. Make sure you tune in, and it's going to be fun tomorrow. The link is in the chat. I'll put the link in the chat again so you guys can subscribe to them because we're going to be doing a lot of work with them, guys. We're going to be doing a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so who you got? Mia, Alexa, me or you? I got... I love them both. That's the thing. They're both my favorites.
Who?
Mia and Alexa. They're both my favorites, so I can't pick.
I think Alexa's probably winning, but you know who I want
Chelsea,
to see?
Okay. Yeah.
I think Alexa wins, but you know who I want to see win? I mean, I don't like the Karen comedy gimmick, and she was not that good of a women's U.S. champion, and she was close to winning the Money in the Bank a year ago in Canada when Tiffany Stratton won it last year. I'm actually going to go with Chelsea Green qualifying. I actually want Chelsea.
I like that.
Because the Money in the Bank is like, it's like the concept of Money in the Bank is for those like mid-card, upper mid-card who want to become that world champion at the top of the mountain, and the Money in the Bank catapults them to that, like King and Queen in the Ring. And like you qualify for the Money in the Bank, you win the briefcase, you're one step closer to possibly being a world champion, and that's like a break through the glass ceiling thing, and big opportunity to like for a new star, never been a world champ, to break through the glass ceiling and just and break through. So I usually root for the underdogs as well. So I'm actually going to go with Chelsea Green, and I don't think many people are picking her to win. So I'm going to go Chelsea Green.
So really quick, Blaze just asked, first off, what's up, Blaze? Did you talk about this yet? WWE trade? I have not. Nick, you want to take over?
You say that, Blaze. I'm just looking through X. Solo Sikoa just mentioned Jeff Cobb JC. So are they changing his name?
Probably. I think they have to. Right? Well, why? If Naomi gets a qualifying match, they're picking her up. No, so whoever watched Hot
agree,
Takes and Headlocks last night with me and Joe, we were talking about wrestlers that had gimmick changes, and Naomi was one of them. How we felt like Naomi deserves a world title shot at some point this year. So
absolutely, I feel like she could, and she definitely deserves it. I mean, look at the body of work she's put lately. I think it's been very good. Just character, and some people saw her music's not that good. I actually don't hate it, and she's been killing it lately as a heel. So, and she is actually, if she is in the Money in the Bank qualifier, I think she wins, and she's actually my pick to win the women's briefcase, and I think she should because of how hot she is right now. And I'm actually picking her to win the briefcase and at some point cash in on Tiffany Stratton, and at least the summer. That's what I'm going with.
So David is asking you if you saw the AEW show on Wednesday.
I did. I saw Ricochet wrestling Zach Gowen. Yes, Zach Gowen, the one-legged wrestler from SmackDown.
So it was good? AEW was good?
Not that good. The only highlight for me was Ricochet against the guy who hasn't been relevant since SmackDown in 03, wrestling Brock Lesnar, Big Show, Kurt Angle, Zach Gowen.
Especially if she wants to have her child, give her one more run. Yeah. I don't know who I'm going for because Meechin deserves it. Alexa Bliss, not as much. I don't think Alexa Bliss needs this as much as the other two. So I'm going to go Meechin here. I'm going to go Meechin. But I think Jeffrey might be right with Chelsea Green. So.
And a lot of people are not really picking her.
Really? Yeah. It was decent. What was it? Like a beach themed show or something?
It was Beach Break in Chicago. They were in Chicago, Illinois at the Now Arena, and it was labeled the episode name called Beach Break.
But why? Chicago's not known for beaches.
Is there a beach? Is there a beach in Chicago? Hold on, let me see.
There's gotta be, but they're not known for that. They're known for like winds. They're known to be very windy.
Chicago, the Windy City, yeah.
Yeah, Windy City, right.
So I just Googled, are there any beaches in Chicago? And AI says, yes, Chicago has several beaches along the shore of Lake Michigan. There are 24 public sand beaches within the city's park system managed by the Chicago Park District. The Chicago lakefront stretches for 28 miles and many beaches being reclaimed land and primarily used for parks.
Oh, wow. Why'd I click on that? Dang it, I just clicked on Zoom. That's like the most annoying thing. Chicago is a beach on the lake? It's not. It's really not. When you think of beaches, what do you think of? Orlando. You think of Florida. You think of
Miami.
California, Miami, like stuff like that. Jersey Shore. You were thinking that.
Wildwood, New Jersey, which I've been to many times.
Yeah, I'm going there. I'm actually going there on the 27th to the 29th.
Really?
That's Tuesday to Thursday. So there won't be Queens of the Ring. There won't be Phenomenal Breakdown that week. We're taking a week off for Memorial Day. And then, So I will be good for Smackdown on Friday. I will be good for that Smackdown. I will be good for Monday Night Raw. It's Central Florida. You get my point.
And there's, Orlando, Miami, Tampa, Jacksonville, St. Petersburg. Yeah. What others have beaches? I think Ohio has beaches. Long Island.
It's Long Island.
Long Island, yes. Long Island, definitely. There's also beaches in the state of Maine, which I've been to Maine State.
Yeah. And they should have called it a spring bling.
But yeah, I mean, this tax.
I want to move to Orlando, not to the beach. I just want to move to Orlando.
And now, well, hey, listen, it never snows down there. It's always nice weather. The only thing you got to deal with, the only thing you got to deal with are the bugs and the alligators. That's the whole thing. And all the lizards running around, all the little gecko lizards running around, and iguanas. But I've not been to Orlando, and this is I'll be honest, I've not been to Orlando, Florida. Actually, as a matter of fact, since 1 month before my father passed away 10 years ago. Late March of 2015 was the very last time I was actually in Orlando, Florida. I've not been there since. I heard a rumor Orlando was making a bidding for a future WrestleMania.
Yeah, I heard that. 3 shots to the diamond on Mount Everest. Nice.
Yeah. Hey, listen, if WrestleMania were to ever return to Orlando, I might consider going. I might.
Yeah.
So
if you're did you see Ricochet trying to do a figure 4 in Zach Gowen?
I did. Jeffrey Reimer, I want to get your opinion. What do you think of Ricochet lately trolling? Because I think honestly, with Trevor Man, it's best he just stays off social media because clearly he's not good at it. I'll be honest. Like, it's just not his game, and he usually gets cooked on social media. So that's just how I feel on Ricochet, or Trevor Mann, his real name. It's a shame because under Tony Khan, the inmates run the asylum, or if he was under Triple H, he would not do any of this if he was under Triple H whatsoever. Yeah, I agree with Jeffrey Reimer. Ricochet needs to stop talking online. Absolutely. I mean, he got cooked the other day by Javon Evans, actually.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Yeah.
And I think now you don't see the Javon Evans tweets because I'm sure Triple H or Shawn Michaels told him to take it down respectfully, and he did.
Yeah. Blaze, the fixed lottery, you mean? Yeah. So, Jeffrey, again, I think we're going to get AEW in June. I think we're going to start up in June here. So, yeah.
But you mentioned Alexa Bliss in the Money in the Bank. She's won one in 2018.
That's why I'm like, she doesn't need it.
And she teased something with Charlotte last week. Do they even have Charlotte in a feud before they turn Charlotte dark? Or it's like, that's the plan? Why would they even have Alexa qualify tonight? That's another thing to think about. Ricochet think AEW better than WWE. I disagree with Ricochet. Yeah. Apparently Ricochet says, I hope I never go back to WWE again. Like, it's just trolling at this point. Like, what? I don't know. Like, what the hell happened to him? It's like, ever since he went to AEW, he's been a shell of his former self, and he's been nothing but a big old fucking jerk off.
Yeah. So Ricochet was talking about the actual in-ring work, not the overall show. And for a lot of them, I agree. WWE trains to hold back in matches. Yeah, check your X again, Blaze. Your Twitter. Well, I hate calling it X. I hate it.
Well, the WWE tends to do a more safer environment because it's like you don't need to go up there and just blatantly kill yourself. And also the other thing, the biggest difference between WWE and AEW, one company, AEW, is matches, no story. WWE is matches, but mostly story. And the thing is, story is king. You can have a good match all you want, but if you don't have a story, you can't get the people to care much.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So Ricochet's a heel now. You aren't supposed to like what he says. He's going to burn those bridges with WWE if he's gone from AEW.
Well, he's doing a good job of it right now.
Hold on. I just want to go back to hot takes and headlocks real quick with Joe and I, because we were talking about gimmick changes, and I brought up Ricochet. Because I don't think he would be able to win a world title in WWE. We don't know about AEW yet. We don't know. So it's like maybe that could be a good thing for him. And another one I brought up, which he really liked, was Matt Cardona. He loved that one I brought up. Because right now, Like, he's in the independent scene in TNA. He's winning championships. He's doing everything.
Yep.
Did you honestly believe that Zack Ryder was going to win a world heavyweight championship in WWE? He did win Intercontinental, but it's just like, I can't see that.
I don't think they had any plans for him as a world champion when the time he was there. I'll be completely honest, especially under Vince. I doubt they had any sort of plans for him as a world champ there. I highly doubt it. But with Triple H in charge, I could see it. I mean, if they want to bring him back, I'm hearing rumors that Matt Cardona's apparently called WWE multiple times of wanting to come back, and he hasn't heard back from him yet. But I hope at some point they bring him back, because I think if he were to come back to WWE now as Matt Cardona, I think he'd be a lot better off for it. And this time, I think he'd have a better shot at becoming WWE champion. I really do, because look at Matt Cardona on the Indies. He's fucking killing it. I'm loving what he's doing.
Yeah. So David goes, Blaze, take the WWE storylines with the AEW in-ring work would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Damn.
Alexa Bliss won?
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
But I'm
not mad. I like it. Like I said before, I don't care who wins because I like all three.
Well, I think Naomi's winning anyway, but I mean, I don't think Alexa needed it, but I mean, my pick's still Naomi though.
Alexa Bliss advanced. She sure did.
Well, at least my pick wasn't pinned, but. Oh wait, she was pinned. Oh, never mind. I'm wrong.
Yeah, Chelsea Green was pinned. Yes.
Oh wait, or was that Meechin?
No, Chelsea Green was pinned.
So hit the Twisted Bliss on Meechin, and Prettier on Meechin. So Meechin gets pulled out, and Alexa hits the Sister Abigail DDT, and that was enough for Alexa to advance. So Alexa Bliss, the first one to qualify.
I'm not mad. I am not mad at all. Really, I'm not. I like it. I'm fine with it.
I mean, I can't be mad at it either, actually. But I mean, at least she won't win. So at least to add some veteran star.
Does this mean she's done with the Wyatt Six? Or no?
I have no idea. I didn't even know what they're even doing with the Wyatt Six right now.
Isn't Bo Dallas injured?
I think it's Dexter Loomis that's injured.
Ow.
It's not Bo Dallas, but.
Oh, we got a progressive commercial.
Know, David, I don't even know.
I don't know either. But guys, if you haven't yet, please go subscribe to Off the Top Ropes Network. Me and the ladies are going to be on it tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Make sure you guys tune in. It's going to be a hell of a show. We got everything set up. We're ready to go. Now, hopefully you guys will tune in. It's going to be great. Oh, he's not even injured anymore. Bo Dallas is not even injured. Oh.
Really?
Okay.
Well, I don't know what they're waiting for with him. They could use tag teams. So
yeah.
I don't know what the hell they're waiting for. But hopefully we see him soon. But but at that point, is it too late for them at that point? It's something to think about. Because I don't know how you feel. I kind of feel they dropped the ball on the Wyatt Six.
They have been, yes.
They have, yes.
You know who came out better after that whole Wyatt Six introduction thing? Chad Gable.
Yes. I mean, he was like found dead.
Like a winner.
Surprisingly, yeah. I have to agree with you.
He was dead. They literally killed him and he died.
And he played it so perfect when he was like found dead. Like, and you see like the blood from the pit jumping over his forehead, you just visibly see it. And I thought it would look great. Yeah, Jeff Remedy says he was murdered. Was Chad Gable. But up next we're getting Fraxia.
Yeah, that's their network. It's not mine. Yeah, Jeffrey. Hopefully you subscribe to that channel. Perfect. Thank you. They have another show tonight at 11 o'clock. They have their own show at 11. So right after Smackdown, I'll send you guys over there. I said this before, Nick. I think I told it to you. But Fraxium reminds me of Paul London and Brian Kendrick.
Yes.
Did I tell you that before? Because I feel like I have.
I think I definitely have as well, but I think, I agree with you.
Oh, Mike.
They're that good. They're that fucking good. Since London.
And then they're against DIY after the commercial break.
Yeah. I mean, London and Kendrick back in the day were a very great young team. They reminded me a lot of the Rockers back in the day, in the 90s. That's how good they were. And now Fraxium are the best thing since Brian Kendrick and Paul London. And they're that good as Praxium, and rightfully so.
Yeah. What the? Oh, what?
DIY.
It's for the WWE shop. Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know who else. So they have 2 Money in the Bank qualifiers. They have next week, and then they have next week, the last full week of May, and then they got the full week of June until June 7th for qualifiers for Money in the Bank. I have a feeling they're going to do 2 more next week. They're going to have 2 this Monday on Raw, obviously. I think they have, what do you think, like 2 qualifiers for each show? Like we have 2 tonight. Then I think we get 2 this Monday night on Raw. They get 2 the 23rd, that's Saturday night's main event. And then the May 30th, then June 6th, the go-home show. I don't think we get qualifiers there. I think the last of all the qualifying matches for Money in the Bank happen on the June 2nd.
Damn it. I clicked the wrong thing.
I feel.
Hold on. I hate when that happens. Copy link.
Spreading it nice, which I like.
Let me,
Jeffrey Reimer, he says, speaking of Paul London and Brian Kendrick, rest in peace to Ashley Massaro, who died 6 years ago today. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, really?
Ashley Massaro. Yeah, I remember that.
I forgot about that.
Unfortunately, she sadly committed suicide, and she was so young.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It was awful. How it's just, and apparently, she has a daughter, but it was really tragic how she was. I think she was like bullied, and she ended up killing herself, and it was very, very tragic. I mean, just very, very tragic incident, and Ashley was gone way too soon. I'm sure I've never met her, but surely a very nice individual in real life outside the ring. I remember her wrestling in the past, but that was terrible what happened, and she was gone soon. Yeah.
She was great.
That was like 2006 late 06 SmackDown during the late Ruthless Aggression era, and they were, I think at the time, London and Kendrick were the tag team champions on SmackDown in 06. And they held those. Remember, they held those titles for almost a year. They were that good. I'll never forget Armageddon 2006, a SmackDown pay-per-view called Armageddon 06. I think it was in Richmond, Virginia. It was a fatal 4-way ladder match. You had London and Kendrick, and you had the Hardys in there. I think you had Eminem of Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro, a.k.a. John Morrison. And I think you had William Regal in there with a former UK wrestler by the name of Dave Taylor. But anyways, they wrestled in a fatal 4-way tag team ladder match at Armageddon in 2006. And that was where Joey Mercury broke his nose, where Jeff Hardy did the leg drop. And the ladder just whacked right in, like hard and fast, right in the face of Joey Mercury. He was bleeding everywhere all over his face. One of his eyelids was completely shut. He had a broken nose. He had to wear a face mask for a while. It was nasty. And but London and Kendrick were the tag team champions in the match, and they ended up winning and retaining. And they were in the same match with Matt and Jeff Hardy, but it was insane. Really good match, man. I remember it like it was yesterday. Just absolutely insane. You had nice, crazy spots where Brian Kendrick did a slice spread number 2, almost from the top of the ladder to William Regal towards the end of the match, and it was absolutely nuts, man. I enjoyed that match very much. And like I said, I remember it like it was yesterday, but London and Kendrick, man, they were good. They were really, really good. And Jeffrey Reimer, he says, I remember seeing clips of that when happened with the recaps on SmackDown. That was a nasty spot. Yeah, the Joey Mercury breaking his face or nose spot. Like what Jeff Hardy just like Like he leaps the ladder, wham right in the face. Joey Mercury, he's bleeding all over his talk about bleeding like a stump pig. Like he was bloodied everywhere on his face. Like he could barely see. He was rushed to a hospital, and his partner Johnny Nitro had to wrestle the rest of the match all by himself. And Joey Mercury was hurt pretty bad. He was in pretty serious critical condition. Yeah, his eye was swollen shut. Yeah, like he's basically like that. Like that's pretty much how he was. It did not look pretty at all. Like blood poured and poured. Had to wear like a black face mask for a couple months until he got released in March of 2007 to Joey Mercury. But then it led to the Hardys versus Eminem at the 2007 Royal Rumble in San Antonio, which opened the 2007 Royal Rumble, which is actually my favorite Rumble event, by the way, of all time, 2007 Royal Rumble. And that tag team match at the 2007 Rumble between the Hardys and Eminem kicked off that show, and that was a banger, I'll tell you, with Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, and Nitro and Mercury and Molina was at ringside for Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro. But really good stuff. And I think they even had a banger of the Hardys and Eminem at ECW December to Dismember 06 as well, before Armageddon 06. Yeah, Jeffrey, I remember the face mask too, man. Take me back to those times. Yeah, Ruthless Aggression era, Jeffrey, has a very special place in my heart. I mean, not all of it was good, but there are some good that has a special place in my heart, and I grew up watching that. In fact, I started watching WWE and wrestling in September 2007. It was 3 months after the Benoit tragedy, but I remember watching SmackDown back then.
Oh, my God. He went over the barricade.
It's Axiom, man. Like I said, for Axiom are the best team since London and Kendrick. That was incredible. That was absolutely fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, David, we're going to be talking about that on that show tomorrow. We're going to be talking about that on Off the Top Ropes tomorrow.
David.
The ECW Chamber match sucked.
ECW December to Dismember 06, one of the worst pay-per-views of all time. That Extreme Elimination Chamber was crap. You had Lashley win the ECW title beating Big Show, Test, RVD, Hardcore Holly, and Rob Van Dam. And there was a story, actually. CM Punk remember this? There was a story where Big Show was the ECW champion, and Paul Heyman made a pitch that he wanted CM Punk and Big Show to start the match, and in less than 5 minutes, Punk chokes out the Big Show. The Anaconda Vice eliminates Big Show, and Heyman wants to put the title on CM Punk, but Vince said no, and he wanted Lashley to win as a face. And apparently Vince and Heyman were butting heads, and Heyman ended up leaving the company for 6 years until 2012.
Right.
That was the whole ECW relaunch, which failed, by the way. It was never going to work. And David Pun, I want to bring this up. I didn't bring it up yet. Sabu wrestled like 3 weeks ago on an indie show. Rest in peace, Sabu. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about that on the show tomorrow, but it sucked. It sucks.
He wrestled on GCW WrestleMania weekend recently. He was in no condition, and then he went on Mother's Day, actually, at 60 years of age, which is a shame. He was the ECW original, one of the greatest ECW legends ever. He was an icon. Like him and RVD changed the game of what you see in the repertoires in pro wrestling today. Without them, you wouldn't see some of what wrestling is today without this in-ring styles of both Sabu and RVD.
Yeah.
And man, Sabu and Rey Mysterio from One Night Stand 2006 was crazy. Then he leg dropped Cena through the announce table on Raw before their Vengeance 06 match.
Yeah.
That was nuts. When he walk roped the chair, the silo rope, leaped off, put Cena with a leg drop through the damn announce table, man. Crazy stuff. Yeah, Jeffrey Reimer, ECW December to Dismember was dog shit. It was terrible. The only good was the Hardys versus Eminem, and neither of those four were ECW guys. They were Raw and SmackDown guys.
Yep.
And then, yeah, Sabu. He was genocidal, homicidal, suicidal, death-defying. He was known for his table spots and the leg drop with the steel chair, and he was extreme. He was he's an ECW original, one of the greatest of all time, and he's not yet in the Hall of Fame. Mitch, yeah. I'm sure you're gonna say the same thing. Sabu should be in the Hall of Fame for sure.
Yeah, I just don't know when though. That's a question.
Yeah. When, but he should be.
Yeah, I agree.
RVD's in it. Sabu's not in it. Sandman's not in it. Tommy Dreamer's not even in it. And I don't even know why they're not in it. They should be. Sandman and Tommy Dreamer also innovated what you see in wrestling today because of their days in ECW. Because those guys were legit. And no pun intended, especially Tommy Dreamer, no pun intended with him, especially the heart and soul of ECW. Especially in the 90s. Especially when Paul Heyman ran it. Jeffrey Reimer, I want to bring this up too. Do you like when Melina used to scream at ringside? This is Melina with Eminem, Joey Mercury, and Johnny Nitro back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember Melina screaming, but I remember Melina's split leg entrance was something unique, very flexible with Melina. But you know what the funniest split leg entrance is? When Santino Marella tried it in 2008.
Yeah.
When he was with Beth Phoenix and he tried Melina's entrance and he hurts his balls. It was so hilarious. I watched that, Raw. It was so funny. And Santino tried Melina's entrance and failed miserably.
I know.
It was so funny. I'll tell you, Santino Marella was a national treasure back in the late Ruthless Aggression era when he called John Cena John Cena. You have a big mouth, John Cena. Or when he made Stone Cold great character, he's like, and that is the bottom lines, and stop a mud pie. Then he called Rey Mysterio the Batman. The Summer of 08 on Raw. That was pretty funny. This is Santino Marella time.
This match is good.
It is. I mean, you got Nathan Frazier and Johnny wrestling there. I mean, when you have Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa who are great at what they do, oh my God, a springboard moonsault into a reverse DDT from Nathan Frazier and a running shooting star. Beautiful. Match is really good. You're right. But when you have Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and Axiom and Nathan Frazier, of course you're going to get a great match, so I'm not surprised, but I'm really liking this right now. Yeah, Jeffrey. Nathan Frazier versus Seth Rollins. Student beat student versus teacher. That should happen at some point.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, Nathan Frazier was actually trained by Seth Rollins because Seth has his own wrestling school in Iowa State.
That makes sense.
He actually trained Nathan Frazier, but Nathan Frazier's real name is Benjamin Carter. But Seth Rollins trained him.
Oh, wow.
Fun little fact, Ben Carter wrestled briefly in the pandemic in 2020, briefly for AEW Dark, before he signed with WWE and NXT UK in the beginning of 2021. Fun little fact. But yeah, I'd love to see that one day, Nathan Frazier versus Seth Rollins, and they should do it for a WrestleMania. With the right story, it would definitely work. Oh, wow. Frazier just kicked out. I think it was Project Ciampa. And Nathan Frazier just kicked out. Yeah, that lung blower. Powerbomb double backbreaker from Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa is slowly growing his beard back, too. I see. I'm not sure if you caught that, Mitch.
Say it again?
Tommaso Ciampa is slowly growing his beard back.
Yeah, I see that.
He's better with a beard than no beard.
Yeah, when is Liv Morgan coming back?
Well, apparently she just got done filming. I read something today she's done filming. So she should be back pretty soon.
Yeah, new tag team division is fire, but it's not. It wasn't at WrestleMania. It wasn't on WrestleMania.
I know we got New Day and the War Raiders.
And I really thought there was going to be a Big E sighting, but no.
Nope. And that Raw Tag division, I'm sorry, it's something else. I'm not a fan of that Raw Tag division at all. And there's rumors of a draft happening in the summer. I'm actually hoping that is the case because Raw Tag division could absolutely use it. Okay, with a brainbuster combo. Whoa! Tommaso Ciampa just run knee Axiom right in the face. Just all over the place, man. I love it. How long have these teams wrestled so far? I don't think it matters. I mean, it's going by fast. I'm sure it's getting a lot of time, but I mean, hard to keep track of long and wrestle because that's how good this match is. David Pondman. Let's see Joe Hendry versus Cena Money in the Bank.
I don't see that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else I would.
Or imagine John Cena shows up in TNA with the partnership.
Just imagine if Edge was still in WWE.
Yes. Then they had and him and Cena had a very underrated rivalry in 2006. It's a shame he's in AEW because he would have been one of the great final opponents for Cena in his retirement year. Would have been awesome. And even more awesome if Edge was a face and Cena's a heel.
What about Batista too?
Yeah, that too. If he wasn't retired, but he's retired.
You know what would have been funny? This just came to me. Let's say John Cena, right, won the championship in the tournament, right? Then Rey Mysterio comes out and beats Cena that night.
and
it's like flip.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, because of Cena taking the belt off Mysterio.
It's over.
Oh, and DIY beating down Braxium.
Ah. That was a good match. Yes, I do remember that.
Yes.
Cena's dad needs to come in and hit somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Motor City Machine Guns. Saber and Alex Shelley now.
And then we're going to see the Street Profits.
Nope. Ooh. What a kick from Chris Sabin. And the Motor City Machine Guns helping up Braxium. Ray Phoenix now. Andrade, El Italo.
Universe thing, we were never gonna. Night Jack.
So R-Truth is getting a little sit-down interview tonight with Wade Barrett, actually, tonight, I read. For the lineup for SmackDown tonight. It's next on SmackDown.
So wait, when are they going to announce,
No, it's what?
Cena and R-Truth?
I think probably tonight for Saturday night's main event. It's what's being rumored. Because I believe John Cena's advertised for the show, and he's going to be there.
Yeah.
So.
I did. I saw not. I did.
You all see Naomi behind Nia Jax? Yeah, I seen it too.
This is good. How do you like SmackDown so far?
Not bad. First
it's okay.
By. We're already to 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We had Alexa Bliss qualifying. We got a nice opening segment. We got a banger tag team match with DIY and Vraxium. We got a sit-down interview with R-Truth. We got Ray Phoenix, Solo Sikoa, and Jimmy Uso. Not bad.
Not bad. And really quick, guys. Really quick. Make sure you
before until back a few hours.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait for that. But guys, make sure you guys tune in tomorrow morning at 10:30 for the Weekend Wake Up Sports Talk with me and Philly halftime at 10:30 a.m. Make sure you guys tune in for that. And then make sure you guys tune in to Queens of the Ring on Tuesday with Sarah and Denise. And I'm actually the third host now. So I actually got to figure that out. I got to change some things around.
So it's Queens of the Ring, Mitch, but we have We have two ladies for Queens of the Ring, but we have you. I don't know. What would you be on the Queens of the Ring? I got to ask you.
I'm just an honorary queen. That's it. I don't care. It's fun. It's fun. Everyone loves it. Jeffrey loves the show when I'm on it.
Yeah,
David loves it when I'm on it. Yeah, I don't think Ricochet will ever go back to WWE. Maybe. Never say never, but I just don't see it.
Well, they all do come back, and anything can really happen is what I've learned the past several years, at least the past couple years. And also, and this is especially to those, and for those who were recently released by WWE, and Matt Cardona even said it himself, I believe. He said something along the lines of recently, I think he tweeted, I saw a tweet or something like that. Never burn bridges, because you never know if you may end up back there in WWE. So it's never a good idea to burn bridges, because you just never know. You know, at the end of the day, it's a business. But at least some of these releases from a couple weeks ago, I could see some of them come back. Definitely Cora Jade. She's 24 years old. I could see her come back by before hitting age 30, and I could see her come back. Dakota Kai probably as well. But definitely Cora Jade for sure. I could see come back.
I think. Oh my God, I forgot her name.
Hogan came back. Ultimate Warrior came back, and CM Punk especially came back. If CM Punk can come back, dude, anyone can come back at this point.
That is true.
Never say never in pro wrestling. Anything can happen. So Ricochet coming back, you never know. Crazier things have happened in wrestling. So anything's possible. So they have Finesse Fest.
Look at the height difference.
Yeah. It's nuts. The Street Profits and Fraxian backstage.
The height difference is insane.
It is. Between the Street Profits and Fraxium. Dude, ever since Fraxium's been called up since the Smackdown after WrestleMania, they've been on fire. And we mentioned it just not long ago. The SmackDown tag division and the Raw tag division, the difference is fucking night and day. Raw tag division is not where it needs to be at all, but SmackDown's is so much better. It's not even.
I would love to have Jon Moxley come back. I would love it, but he's our truth.
Yeah. It was funny what John Cena did to him at the post-Backlash PLE post-media scrum. And yes, David, I believe in Joe Hendry. I say his name and he appeared.
I'm trying to listen. Hold on.
Okay.
Look at Wade Barrett.
Yeah. So there you have it. R-Truth, John Cena. Saturday night's main event. It's official.
Hi. Hey, Bruce. All right. Guys, I'll create the thumbnail tomorrow. I'll schedule the scene tomorrow, so that's all set.
Yeah. Surely Cena is not losing.
It's not for the... Is it for the title? Because it didn't say for the title.
Well,
guys, is it for the title?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I have no idea. Maybe it's a setup for Money in the Bank. Maybe we get it for Money in the Bank.
Hold on. I gotta eat my brownies now.
Alistair Black time. He wrestled Carmelo Hayes up next in a rematch from last week.
Just think of all the matches we're gonna get with Jeff Cobb. Just think of the matches. I watched his highlights like a couple of days ago. Wow.
He's he's not even that big of a guy. He's a stocky guy, but he's a powerhouse, and he's that good for a man his size. Dude, I've watched. He used to wrestle Jacob Fatu on the Indies.
Mm-hmm.
He's wrestled Bronson Reed and HOG, House of Glory. in 2022. He's wrestled in Lucha Underground, I believe, as well. I think he wrestled as Montanza.
Mm-hmm.
He wrestled Rey Mysterio, Lucha Underground, both Lucha Bros. He's wrestled in New Japan. He's wrestled John Moxley on AEW in late 2019, the early days of AEW.
I forgot.
McCampbell.
When am I streaming tomorrow? Weekend Wake Up with Philly Halftime tomorrow morning at 10:30. And then I'm going to be on Off the Top Rope show, Blackheart's Angels at 4 o'clock. I might stream something tomorrow night.
Jeffrey Reimer, love this theme so much. Yeah, Aleister Black's theme song, Root of All Evil. I love it too.
Who's going to be the guy to defeat Aleister Black?
I don't know. That should honestly, I can't think of anybody right now, and I honestly he should be losing in a later time, not anytime soon.
Correct.
Let's see here.
He should be undefeated. Halftime 6, falling up by 20 point. Wow. The Knicks are up by 20, Nick.
Was it? Oh.
The New York Knicks are up by 20.
Wow, nice. Good. Let's keep it that way. Yeah, Jeffrey Reimer, Aleister Black should be undefeated. Yes. For sure.
I do. It's very difficult. I do. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow morning on Weekend Wake Up.
So John Cena versus R-Truth is official as far as Saturday Night's main event's concerned. And R-Truth in that sit-down interview, the way Barrett said that he wants to beat John Cena back to his senses. So it may not be for the championship. Maybe it's a setup for a title match with each other at Money in the Bank. And maybe Cody Rhodes is Money in the Bank. Or maybe Cody Rhodes is back at Money in the Bank. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe it is for the title at Saturday Night's main event. Yeah, it's not for the title.
Oh, it's not?
It's not for the title. I'm just reading it right now. It's a non-title match.
Okay. Yeah, nothing's going to happen. I don't see any surprises at all. It's just a glorified house show.
Yeah. And you're going to get a world title match between Logan Paul and Jey Uso, so I don't know. It's a glorified house show, but do you want to have like 2 world title matches on a glorified house show? And do they save the WWE title match for Money in the Bank instead because Jey Uso, because think about this. Gunther is challenging the winner of Jey Uso, Logan Paul on Raw June 9th. This is the Raw after Money in the Bank. I don't think we get the world title defended at Money in the Bank, and I don't think it needs to. I think with the world title being defended on Saturday night's main event and not the WWE title, I think the WWE title instead gets defended at Money in the Bank, and the world title takes Money in the Bank off.
We'll see.
I think that's where they go with it. Which I actually have a problem with. Because Money in the Bank, you're going to watch for the Money in the Bank matches. I don't think you need to really overstack the card with a bunch of like big time matches because you're going to watch for Money in the Banks. Plus, you got Worlds Collide and you got the same day's Money in the Bank. Do you really want to really overstack the card that much on June 7th for the Money in the Bank? I don't think it's a good idea. So, I'm actually not mad that Cena and Truth at Saturday night's main event is not for the title. So,
I remember that. R-Truth, R-Truth. It was R-Truth and The Miz against John Cena and The Rock.
Yeah. Yeah, R-Truth wrestled Cena on a pay-per-view before. That show was horrible. Yeah, that was Capital Punishment in June 2011. Yeah, that was not a good show. I remember that show. That was a terrible show. They were in DC for that show. I think you had like Truth, R-Truth, John Cena. You had Christian and Randy Orton for the world title when they're during their one more match storyline and rivalry. Yeah, it was not a good show. It was like a 1 or 2 match show. That was it. It was not a good show at all.
Oh, wow. Good job, Miz.
What?
He's a host of American Gladiators now.
Yeah, I know. I read it the other day. Not a big Miz guy, by the way.
Here we go, Nick.
Oh, Nick, you think Hulk Hogan is going to mess up another company? I can't see him running another company, nor do I care about him wanting to run another wrestling company. I don't.
He is with Eric Bischoff, right?
They're teasing a third man. Even if they're serious about it, I don't really give a shit about it. I don't really care about Hogan. I don't really care for Hogan in 2025 in wrestling. The guy's just the old washed up has-been. I don't really care for him. I'm sorry. But that's just how I personally feel about Hogan. I used to be a fan of him, but now the past some odd couple years, I've started to realize I can see why people like him. I can see why a lot of people don't like him, and I could see why, and I'm just leaning more towards that. And he's just and you see Hogan nowadays, he's very insecure. and like he's very insecure, like and to a point where it's like now you got to like treat accordingly.
Yeah,
like I feel like Hogan I don't think he genuinely is appreciative enough, or I don't think he cares enough. He's just he's like for the like he's usually all about himself, and it's
wow,
like there's no regard for others, which I don't agree
wow,
with.
that was a nice spot by Aleister Black there.
Yeah. Oh, and Carmelo Hayes spiking Black with a DDT. That was a nice spot for Melo. Also, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre is also set for Saturday night's main event. I just read.
Say it again.
Priest and McIntyre is also for Saturday night's main event.
How many matches are there?
So, hold on. Before I get to that, Jeffrey Reimer, SmackDown is moving quickly, and the crowd is good tonight. Yeah, in North Carolina. Yeah, not a bad crowd tonight. Decent crowd tonight, North Carolina. So, Saturday night's main event is looking like Jey Uso, Logan Paul for the world title, John Cena versus R-Truth, CM Punk and Sami Zayn for Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker, and Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
4, 3?
4.
That's normal.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. They may, that's like, I think it's like 4 matches, yeah. They may add a 5th, but I doubt it. If they add a 5th match, and there's no women's matches announced for Saturday night's main event at all, I would think maybe add Rhea versus Io for Saturday night's main event, if they choose to do so. Or maybe Jade versus Naomi for Saturday night's main event. I don't know. But, yeah, I agree, Jeffrey. Not a bad card. Yo, dude, we're into 9:20. Man, what happened to the show tonight? It's flown by.
Yeah, it is.
Lillian Garcia will be ring announcer for Saturday night's main event. That's nice. Jeffrey Reimer in the chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
That I like. She's my favorite.
Yeah, I like Lillian. Almost counted out. Strike ability from Alistair. Running quick feet knees from Black. Running dropkick from Black. I like it. Wow.
Yeah, me too. I love when the crowd talk, counter the ref and all that stuff.
Yeah. The past couple shows was like a dead crowd. At least half the show. Tonight's not been bad. Like, I don't know what was up with WWE the past couple weeks, going to these remote hick towns where nothing really goes on. Like Biloxi, Mississippi, in the middle of Des Moines, Iowa, where nothing goes on. Tonight's been a decent, somewhat crowd in Greensboro, North Carolina.
One, two.
Uh-oh. Head scissor face buster. Uh-oh. Oh! Not a roll-up this time. Jumping knee from Carmelo Hayes. Meteora.
Good wrestling tonight.
Yeah. Not bad with wrestling. Not a bad match here. I mean,
I got a hot take. I didn't really care. I said I liked it with the LA Knight part, but then it just it ruined the whole Jeff Cobb and Solo.
Jason Mateo they're calling right now.
And Roman Reigns. Not Roman Reigns. Oh my God, Fatu.
Jacob Fatu. But yeah, I can feel you. But Mitch, I feel like Alistair and Mello, when they wrestled last week, the crowd was dead for the show with that match last week. I feel like their match here is better than their match last week with Mello and Black.
Yes.
Des Moines, Iowa was fucking dead last week, and I feel like Mello and Blackbeard is much better than their match last week here tonight. Like her match tonight, Alistair versus Carmel tonight is better than their match from a week ago. Facts.
Yep. Yeah, Blaze, it doesn't help when the Celtics are shooting 4 for 19 from 3. The Knicks should win this. If they blow this lead and lose, that's sad.
Yeah. And Jeffrey Reimer brings up a nice point. Des Moines, Iowa was a sucky crowd. They didn't drink any coffee before the show. Yeah. And all I thought about was their fucking pigs and their cows. Uh-oh. Boy. Oh, here we go. The Miz is going to call. Look at this shit. Oh, come on. Come on. You got to be kidding me. Their match was getting good, better than last week, and now we got this shit.
Saw that coming.
Yes. Black Mass. Come on.
How many times is the Miz going to get Black Mass?
It's the 4th week in a row he's got Black Mass.
It kind of reminds me of Carlito and the Braun Breaker Spear.
A little bit. Nothing but net. Maybe we get Alistair versus Mello for Money in the Bank.
Again?
No, I mean, Mello versus Black, 3rd match in the rubber match. At Money in the Bank, where Alistair beats Mello at Money in the Bank.
Gotcha.
Maybe that's where they're going. I don't think they do this for Saturday night's main event. I can't see it.
They already have 4 matches.
Well, I mean, because I think they add a fifth match maybe, and they have no women's matches. They may add a fifth match, a women's match. So we'll see. Or maybe they keep it at 4. We don't know, but we'll see.
It's Alexa Bliss.
I mean, they do have Evolution coming up. It is Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss. Oh, is this with her and Charlotte? Oh.
Are we gonna get Alexa Bliss for Charlotte Flair?
Oh, Julia! We just saw Julia come out of Nick Aldis's office. Uh-oh.
Hey!
Oh, Julia's on SmackDown!
Hey!
Julia's on SmackDown. I like it. I like it.
Well, you would have liked it if she were joining on Raw too.
I didn't expect it.
You were gonna like it no matter what brand she went on.
Summer that I thought with the draft coming this summer they'd move her and Roxanne to Raw, but and then Roxanne and Julia wrestled in the main event of Raw this past Monday. They lost to Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. And then apparently after the show, it was on YouTube. Julia quit the tag team with Roxanne, and now it looks like Julia's on SmackDown by herself. I don't hate it. I like it. And honestly, this is what SmackDown needs. They need star power. This is a nice, good step. Now let's add Stephanie Vatcare there, and we're all set. Let's get La Primera on SmackDown to feud with the Beautiful Madness. But I love it, man. Something I did not expect. I really like this move of Julia, and she's great. So Alexa and Charlotte, I think they're teasing teaming up. Let me ask you this. What if it leads to Charlotte and Alexa feuding with Julia and a mystery partner going into Evolution on the SmackDown brand, for the SmackDown brand, with Julia's partner maybe being Stephanie? Because Stephanie is facing Jordynne Grace at Battleground for the women's title. I think Jordynne Grace is winning that championship, and Stephanie's getting called up to the main roster.
I have a question. Whatever happened to damn, I forgot her name.
Who?
Candice LeRae.
I don't know. I forgot. Honestly, I forgot she was even employed.
Right, me too.
And she's been with Nia Jax for weeks. I wonder if they even dropped the storyline because it wasn't working. I mean, they tried with Candice with Nia, but Candice still wasn't getting over. She was still coming out to silence. So I don't know what they do with Candice. I'm surprised even she wasn't on the cut list. I'll be brutally honest.
Candice LeRae needs something. Well, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. She was good in Black and Gold, but on the main roster, nobody knows who she is. Like, no video package, and it's like she comes out to no reaction. Like, look at when she was in NXT Black and Gold. People knew who she was because those who watch Black and Gold, they know who she is. But with the main roster audience, a lot of them are casuals, and the casuals don't really know Candice LeRae or know who she is. Like, what's her character? I mean, she's the Poison Pixie, but I'm not really seeing much of it right now lately with Candice LeRae when you're coming up to no reaction, that's not a good thing. I don't know what they got to do with Candice LeRae to get her to where she needs to be. But maybe they're sending her back down to NXT would help. I don't even know at that point if it's even too late at that point to save her because
I think she may be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I can see that.
I don't know. I doubt.
What do you mean? Put her in there.
But they haven't booked that. But she's been booked as a loser as of late. I
don't care. Put her in a qualifying match and watch her win.
I can't tell you last time she even won a match. I hate to say it because I like Candice LeRae. She deserves better.
The thing with Candice LeRae is like put her in a qualifying match and then have her win it and see where she goes from there. She needs some personality, but she needs a lot more than that. She needs more booking.
I mean, they got to do something with her.
Something. I just don't know what that is.
I don't know. I was surprised. Like I said, I'm very surprised she wasn't. I thought she would be released a few weeks ago. I'm surprisingly she wasn't. You would think.
You know why? Johnny Gargano.
Well, I mean, Triple H loves Johnny, but even if Candice LeRae was gone or released, Johnny wouldn't even go anywhere because he's a major Triple H guy. So I don't even think he would go anywhere. There's no way.
No, my point is that he won't let Candice LeRae go because of Johnny Gargano.
I know, but I mean
think about this, right? Look at Aleister Black, right? As soon as he got into the Smackdown, Zelina Vega got the U.S. title.
Well, I mean, but at the same time, to me, I don't think it would make a lick of a difference if they let LeRae go, and because I don't think Johnny would leave if she left because Triple H loves Johnny, and I mean, him and Triple H go way back. I mean, I feel like Triple H, I feel like Johnny. I mean, they're both Triple H people, no doubt about it, but I feel like more so Johnny and Triple H than Candice and Triple H. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
It always has been that way for a number of years.
All right.
But they got to do something with Candice LeRae, man. She is way too talented to just be wasting away.
Yeah.
And she's a good wrestler, too. She's a very good wrestler.
Yeah. All right. Tiffany Stratton.
She is someone who would thrive in the mid-card.
Yep.
For a women's U.S. title. I don't understand why they're not pushing her right now.
Clean, something's going to happen. Here comes Drew McIntyre.
Yeah. There's Drew. Yeah, very good show tonight so far, I will say myself.
Yeah, Drew's limping. Yeah, he was laid out that one time. Yep.
Yeah, backlash. He hit his head pretty hard. Like he missed the table and he got hurt pretty bad. Hopefully he's okay. It looks like he's all right, but hopefully he is okay. I mean, him and Priest is set for Saturday night's main event. If Drew wasn't okay, they would not have booked the match for Saturday night's main event. So it looks like Drew McIntyre's okay and good to go. They would not have announced the match if he wasn't cleared.
This is getting annoying. I'm getting tired of this. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest.
Well, I like their match at Mania, but I could probably see them do maybe. Well, they're doing Saturday night's main event. I don't mind this actually, but they could probably end this at SummerSlam, but.
Hey, where's SmackDown tonight?
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
No, someone texted me something.
Killing it tonight.
Who?
North Carolina's been killing SmackDown.
Wait, it's a cage match?
No, in Greensboro tonight.
No. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest is in a cage match.
For Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thank God. Just let that end the feud. Please.
Well, it's better than a one-on-one match, though. It actually makes the match better. Their match, what was it? No holds. It was a Sin City Street Fight at Mania. That was good. I mean, I think they probably will end it soon, but I don't mind the steel cage stipulation.
I got Damian Priest winning that.
Probably. I don't know if the last time he even won a match. It's been a while. And plus, they can do.
My God, you've been right. You're right. I forgot the last time. Yep, there it is. It's official. Boom.
It makes the match honestly better for the cage match stipulation. And you mentioned, Mitch, that Priest winning. They could have Priest win by escaping the cage, and it protects McIntyre from getting pinned. You could do that. I wouldn't mind it. So I could probably see Priest and McIntyre going into SummerSlam, but they end the feud there in like a last man standing, and they move on from that, and that's their final match. I think is where they're going with it. Because McIntyre won at Mania, I think Priest wins this one, then they're neck and neck, and the tiebreaker win is at SummerSlam, and Drew gets
Hey, what's up, bot? What is up, man? How's it going? Appreciate you stopping by, man. Jey Uso sucks. That's your opinion.
Yeah, it's your opinion. But Saturday night's main event's looking stacked with what they got. 4 matches. I don't think you need to add a 5th match.
You don't. This is the 5th match. It's done. That's done.
No, this is 4th match. This is 4th.
No, the McIntyre and Priest. That's 5.
No. Priest and McIntyre state cage match is 1. 2 is R-Truth and John Cena. Sammy and Punk versus Seth and Braun, and then Logan Paul, Jey Uso. That's 4 matches.
Well, here's Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of this.
Well, Drew's not feuding with the Bloodline, but I agree with LA Knight in the Bloodline. I'm tired of that.
No, I'm just tired of the whole Bloodline storyline entirely.
They just introduced JC Mateo. I still call him Jeff Cobb. Then again, Jeff Cobb will be just fine in WWE. But, the Tongans are injured. The Tongans are good enough to be as a tag team on their own. They were Guerrillas of Destiny, New Japan. They were good there. They don't need to be in the Bloodline. Honestly, they've had the Bloodline for 4 or 5 years. Yeah. It's a long time. I don't know how much longer they can do this Bloodline stuff. I really don't. Before a lot of people get tired of it. I feel like you could do Bronson with Fatu and then Solo and Jeff Cobb. I think after the end of that feud, there's no reason to keep the Bloodline anymore. They're just dead to rights at that point. Again, how much longer can you keep it going? Because I know they just got Jeff Cobb, but I could see where you're coming from, where it's the Bloodline's starting to run its course.
Yeah.
So, and Jacob Fatu is outgrowing the Bloodline. He's going to be on his own. He's over as hell. Solo Sikoa, he's not going to. There's Solo Sikoa, there's Jeff Cobb, but that's about it. One of the Tongans are injured. They don't need to really, and they're good enough as a tag team by themselves. Jimmy Uso's away from the Bloodline. Jey Uso's doing his thing away from the Bloodline. Roman's not in the Bloodline anymore. Sami Zayn's out of Bloodline. If you get Bronson Reed involved in this Bloodline stuff, after Bronson fought to Cobb and Solo, after that feud is done and over with, there's no use for the Bloodline stable anymore. It's done at that point.
I'm just tired of it.
I feel like there's not much juice left in the Bloodline. It's running very thin.
You just gotta wait for the Fatu to turn on Solo. It's come. We saw it almost happen.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
It's this close.
It's inevitable at this point, Mitch. And Fatu is so over right now. He doesn't need the Bloodline anymore. He's never needed them last year. He doesn't need them now. He was in there for a reason, but he's gotten so over in a quick amount of time. And he's going to move on to bigger and better things. He's going to be an even bigger star once he's out of Bloodline. Big things are coming. Very big things are coming his way. So after he's out of the Bloodline is dead. I'm sorry, it's dead.
It's been dead.
Well, when Fatu leaves, it's a nail in the coffin at that point.
Yeah.
So, and Jacob Fatu is going to go babyface soon. So what's the point of the Bloodline at that point? And Jeff Cobb's not even Samoan.
He's Hawaiian.
Yes, this is true. He's not Samoan. He has no ties to the Hawaii family. Yeah, Jeffrey Jacobs getting cheered now. Yeah, like I said, he's very over as fuck right now. It's only a matter. God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's only a matter of time until Jacob Fatu is no more in the Bloodline. It's only a matter of time.
Hey, really quick, I just pulled up YouTube on another tab right now, and I see Veer Mahan. Whatever happened to him?
Who?
Veer Mahan. I know you're joking.
I know. I remember.
Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know where the hell he is these days. Hopefully he's doing all right. But I remember Veer Mahan. He was okay. But he was with he was with Jinder Mahal and Sangha, who was not a good wrestler, by the way. Just like Jinder Mahal was terrible.
Yeah. Timu Bloodline. You got it. Dude, it's just getting annoying. This whole what happened to Mahan? I just saw him on YouTube and it's just like, what the hell?
Well, like I said, after Jacob Fatu's done being with Solo and Jeff Cobb, there's no more use of the Bloodline anymore. The Tongans are out. Tama Tonga is about to come back soon, but it's Tonga Loa. But Tama Tonga has an undisclosed injury. He's going to be out for a while. So what's even the point of the Bloodline anymore? After Fatu's out of the Bloodline and he's done feuding with the Bloodline and Solo Sikoa, there's no use for the Bloodline anymore. Just kill the group at that point. Yeah, Jeffrey, remember when he was coming to Raw? It was Veer Mahan, yes. Send Veer. Veer to Mahan. And they tried building him up as this threat and monster, but it went nowhere. And it didn't work. Just people didn't buy into him. When Vince tried to push him in the spring of 22, it went absolutely nowheres. Then Triple H took over head of creative in the summer of 22. Then Veer went bye-bye. I think they paired him with Sangha and Jinder Mahal when they got sent to NXT at the beginning of 23. Then Jinder and Veer and Sangha, they got drafted to Raw in the 2023 draft from NXT, and they did nothing. They did nothing on Raw. They were directionless as fuck. And come the spring of 24 last year, after WrestleMania 40 last year, then Jinder and Veer and Sangha, April of last year, they got released. Sangha sucked. Jinder sucked. He was the worst world champion outside of the Great Khali was Jinder Mahal. And that was nightmares. Don't even get me started on that. That was so fucking bad. And Veer Mahan was decent, but I mean, he wasn't that good of a ring general, if I'm being honest. He could have been something, but he was missing something, in my opinion. And I think Veer and Sangha were in the share. Like an Indian tag team. Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, let the bloodline go their separate ways. Yeah, Jeff Cobb could be a good mid-carder on his own. Same thing with Solo. They don't need to be together. Yeah, Jeffrey Reimer says he was paired. Who was paired with Stokely? I think it was Malcolm Bivens or Stan Stokely in NXT. I think it was Indashare, or it was Veer or Sangha. I remember the Creed brothers with Diamond Mine and Roderick Strong and Ivy Nile. They were paired in NXT. The Diamond Mine with Malcolm Bivens. I remember that very well.
Oh my God.
Solo made his entrance. Jimmy made his entrance, and now Ray Phoenix about to make his entrance. I'm picking Ray Phoenix to qualify. And I honestly hope to God he does. And he should. Just imagine Ray Phoenix in the Money in the Bank match, dude.
Oh my God. Not just him, Penta too.
Yes. Penta may be in a qualifier match, maybe in the coming couple of weeks, who knows? But if Phoenix qualifies tonight, I wouldn't be surprised if Penta is in one and qualifies too. But I'm hoping Ray Phoenix wins. But my gut is telling me that Solo's winning, which I hope is not the case. Because Solo and Jacob are about to feud soon. Jimmy Uso is basically just there to eat the pinfall, if I'm being honest.
I know. I feel so bad for Jimmy.
I know. He's actually not bad right now as a singles guy.
He's not.
I remember he had a couple decent matches with Mello a few months ago on SmackDown against Carmelo Hayes. Those are some good matches.
You ready for this? It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yes. Oh,
this is going by so fast.
What the hell happened? What the hell, man?
Dude, by this time, I will be like this.
Yeah, I haven't fell asleep once during this 3-hour SmackDown tonight.
Okay.
And to also thank SmackDown in a couple weeks is going back to 2 hours. Thank goodness for that. We only have to put up with next week and then May 30th SmackDown 3 hours, and then after that they're back at 2. Yeah, I seen that on Dynamite too, Jeffrey. They're like AEW is ripping off WWE with their Pat and Gunther story with Daniel Garcia and Nigel versus FTR.
So
yeah,
this may be too early for me to ask you, Nick, but do you see when your next Forbidden podcast is?
It's a very, very good question, Mitch.
I'm just curious. Because if you know the day, I could schedule it like tomorrow, and that way it's done. So you're just taking something off my back.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'd do it for June 7th. I don't think.
What is June 7th?
Oh,
right. No.
Not. I think June 14th.
There's no PLEs that day, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. It's Adam. Let's go with him first, and then, boom.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
I am so glad, Nick. I actually have an editor now that will help me because, dude, I got so many ideas for intros now, and I got someone to help me. So.
Yeah, now that's actually the next thing we need is the intro for this show.
We don't really need it for the watch-alongs.
Yeah.
We don't really need it. We can just use it general. But I made one. I don't know if you saw this, but I made one for hot takes and headlocks. I don't know if you saw this, but I'll play it right now real quick. So it does that for like 2 minutes, for a minute 24, and it does the subscribe thing on the bot. So I did that. It worked. So short, simple, to the point. I can make one of those for the Forbidden Podcast. That's my specialty, that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, Jeffrey says TK could never be original. Yeah, AEW needs to come up with their own shit.
Yeah.
They're just ripping off WWE now, and it's like it's plagiarism. It's never good to plagiarize it. It's just lazy and uncreative on Tony Khan's part, and it's sad. No, it almost feels like 2010's TNA when they used to rip off WWE, remember?
Yes.
When they ripped off the Nexus storyline with Aces and Eights, and they ripped off the Daniel Bryan WrestleMania 30 thing with Eric Young as world champion 2014. They ripped that off. Like, it almost feels similar to 2010's TNA as AEW right now with ripping off WWE from Wednesday with Dynamite. Solo smashing Jimmy's head face first into the announce table, man. Oh, Ray Phoenix now. Oh, super kick.
Super kick.
Solo Sikoa. Jeffrey Remmer says they ripped off Elimination Chamber with the Octagon. Yep.
Oh my God, yeah.
What was that? What was it? Lockdown? TNA Lockdown?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a beautiful crossbody from Phoenix taking out Solo and Jimmy. That was a very, very nice crossbody from Ray Phoenix. Oh, spinning Solo in midair.
Wait, is Cena supposed to be on Smackdown tonight?
No, I don't think he is.
I thought he was supposed to.
They probably card subject to change, but
that is true. That is true.
Do we even see Cody Rhodes tonight at this point? Maybe not. Maybe Triple H doesn't want people knowing that the dirt sheets knowing the dirt sheets trying to leak shit out. And Triple H doesn't want the dirt sheets trying to spoil stuff, which I could absolutely see. Maybe he doesn't want Sapp knowing and Meltzer knowing and Mike Johnson knowing, and Triple H wants to bring Cody Rhodes back to TV when you least expect it. Maybe Cody returns at Saturday Night's Main Event next Saturday, and no one's really talking about it.
I don't think anyone should show up. I don't think so. I may change my mind.
Yeah, Meltzer never knows anything nowadays. Yeah, he's just out of touch. And he's friends with the Bucks, the Young Bucks who are in AEW, and he'll never say anything bad about AEW's Meltzer because he doesn't want to lose his AEW media scrum pass from Tony Khan. I mean, tough shit. I mean, AEW sucks right now, and it's like someone like Meltzer is just like he's never calls it like it is. He's a yes man to AEW, and he's afraid to say anything bad because AEW's like, oh, you say one thing they hate, like that's like you're automatically deemed enemy number one, and they think, oh, you're against us, when that's not true, but they don't see it that way. And it's like Meltzer, the AEW wrestlers, even if they want to praise WWE, they can't even say one good thing about WWE if they're with AEW. If they do, Tony Khan will fucking punish them so bad he'll send them to Guantanamo Bay. Like, he'll put them right in the doghouse and they'll never be seen or heard from again until their contract's up, and it sucks. It really does. And, yeah. AEW shrill.
Yep.
Is Meltzer, yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's Meltzer, it's Brian Alvarez, it's Sap of Fightful Select, and it's especially those three that will never say anything bad about AEW because they don't want Tony Khan taking their media pass away from them. It's like you say one critical thing about AEW, they want nothing to do with you anymore, and they'll take away your media scrum pass because they don't want to hear any criticism. They don't want to hear all the bad stuff. They want to hear everything is great in AEW, which it's not. And they can't take any criticism. They don't like the truth about AEW is ice cold and it's not good, which is true. And they don't want to hear that. And the AEW sickos and the cult and those higher ups and those who are higher ups in AEW and the EVPs, they just act like and they act like they do nothing but act like children. They're all fucking kids. And it goes to show you that CM Punk on Ariel Helwani's show in April last year, that CM Punk was right that AEW is not a real business. I mean, they're not. I mean, they re-signed Willow Nightingale. They're bringing in Mina, but they can't be bothered to re-sign Mariah May, who's pretty much WWE bound at this point. I think she's out of AEW at this point. Where's Britt Baker and Mariah May been? Speaking of TK. Yeah, Britt Baker is in the doghouse because she mentioned Serena Deeb several months ago, like, who cares? And Britt Baker apparently got punished by Tony Khan, and she's basically being iced by Tony until her contract's up. And Britt, I can see one of the next in the future to go to WWE at this point, and she's better off there. And Mariah May, she's WWE bound at this point. Her contract is coming up very soon, and WWE said to make her a big offer to bring Mariah May into WWE, which is a big get for the WWE. And to his Gabe Kidd, yeah, he's from New Japan. He cost Samoa Joe the title versus Mox this past Wednesday on Dynamite, which I hated. Because Joe should have won the title. And Moxley is still holding the title in a fucking briefcase with this Death Rider story. And apparently they're saying like Darby Allin is climbing Mount Everest and Tony Khan wants him to come back from Mount Everest and beat Moxley for the title. You don't even know if Darby's going to survive Mount Everest. Tony Khan. And it's like they're holding things hostage with Moxley as champion until Darby gets back.
Come on, you idiot!
Back at this point. But the Death Riders thing is killing AEW with Moxley as world champion.
Cedric Robinson is an idiot right there.
Moxley can't even win on his own clean these days, and that's another thing I hate. Because Moxley always needs help to win, where in the past he always won clean.
Wait, did he just miss?
Wait, what?
Oh, hold on. Oh! This match is not bad.
No. And Phoenix, man.
This one
got super kicked in midair by Jimmy, man. I don't know if Jimmy missed him a little bit, but it almost looked like he got him. I like the visual. And Jeffrey Reimer, yes, CM Punk moving himself right. Yeah, AEW is not a real business. They're not there to sell tickets. They're not there to make money. They're not a real business. And it just proves CM Punk right. Absolutely 100%. The WWE's a business, AEW's not. And just look at some of the wrestlers like Ricochet who act like petulant children in AEW, where they go on social media and they just harass people online for having a valid opinion, and it's just trolling at that point. and it's just bullying and harassment online. Where with Ricochet and WWE, he would never ever do this under Triple H because Triple H is an actual leader. Tony Khan just lets inmates run the asylum, and it's a fucking ruckus. It's a fucking ruckus over there, and there's no leader to put people in their place and put their big egos in check. And Tony Khan just lets them do what they want because he wants to be friends with everyone. He wants nothing to do with any kind of fucking drama, and he's not a boss. Triple H, however, is a boss. That's the difference between Triple H and Tony Khan. Triple H is a boss. Tony Khan is not. Facts. Yeah, Jeffrey Robert. Yeah, facts, Furious. Yeah, I mean, tell me when I'm telling lies. I'm not wrong. And yes, Jeffrey Robert, I agree. Ray Phoenix is fun to watch. Absolutely. And man, speaking of AEW, look at Ray Phoenix lately in WWE. He's done more with the past 1 month he's been in WWE. He's done more in WWE in 1 month than he did most of his time in AEW. Facts also. Don't even at me. And Ray Phoenix with that goodbye amigo kick on Jimmy Uso. What the hell is Ray Phoenix going here? Spear! Jimmy Uso laying Ray Phoenix up with a spear. Whoa! Wow. Ray Phoenix just barely kicks out at Jimmy Uso's spear. That was close. So Jimmy also almost won, Mitch.
I know. I was watching.
Yeah. Yeah, him and his brother Penta are thriving in WWE. I agree. Especially Penta, man. He's so fucking over right now. It's not even funny. Especially Penta. Samoan spike on Jimmy Uso from Solo. Goodbye amigo kick on Solo Sikoa. There's no way.
Yeah, me too, Wesley.
Oh, Solo's going to win. Damn it.
Solo won?
Samoan spike. Solo
won.
Ray Phoenix is going to win, and Jeff Cobb distracted, and Ray Phoenix got nailed with the Solo Sikoa Samoan spike.
When was the last time Solo actually won a match?
I couldn't tell you.
So I'm going to bring this up then.
So is Ray Phoenix going to be booked for Worlds Collide then?
Pretty much.
Because do you have him do both shows? Would that be probably too much?
That would be too much, yeah. You got to put Penta on Worlds Collide too.
That's probably why Phoenix lost. That's the only thing I could come up with.
But who took the pin?
Ray Phoenix.
Why not Jimmy?
That's what I'm surprised by. Because Solo spiked Jimmy. Then it was Phoenix and Solo. Then Solo hit the spike on Phoenix after Phoenix got distracted by JC Mateo, but he got punched off the apron by Phoenix before Phoenix ran into the Samoan spike. Oh, and JC Mateo and LA Knight fought too. And another hit run by.
I'm getting tired of this LA Knight bullshit.
I feel the same way.
He almost fell off the table.
Yeah. Oh shit! And I don't think the table's enough to hold LA Knight at this point. The table's even wobbling. So JC Mateo versus LA Knight is right now. So Jeff Cobb versus LA Knight is next.
Oh, I just hate this whole thing.
I know. I feel the same fucking way.
Oh, are you gonna watch the WWE Unreal on Netflix?
I might.
I'm going to pretty much.
I'm gonna probably. I'm gonna.
Yes.
Yeah, JC sounds like JC and Tina LOL. LOL, aka or JDC or Fandango.
Oh, Wesley's Power came back on.
Nice. Nice. So I'm assuming after this is Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax.
Yeah. Yep, it's his first time in the WWE ring.
Yeah, this is Jeff Cobb's WWE in-ring debut. neckbreaker in the middle of the ring from LA Knight. Yeah, Jeffrey Reimer loved that. Crowd's still hot. Yeah. My God, we do need a draft this year. And there's anybody that really needs to move on from the bloodline and move to Raw, it's LA Knight. Just get him away from the bloodline at this point. It's just redundant with at this point with LA Knight and the bloodline. Just enough already. And LA Knight at this point should be moving up the card and should be in the world title picture at this point. He's not going to get that on SmackDown with John Cena as WWE champion right now. He's better. He has a better shot of being a world champion over on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, Jeff. Remember, yes, LA Knight needs a new playground. Yeah, a change of scenery and move to Raw. If they do a draft this summer or SummerSlam, a change of scenery and move to Raw is absolutely, definitely needed for LA Knight. He's been on SmackDown for 3 years since 2022. He's pretty much almost done everything on SmackDown. There's nothing left for him to do there outside of being a world champion. But John Cena is WWE champion right now. And with Cena is champion right now on SmackDown, the chances of LA Knight being a world champ on SmackDown are very small. Whereas on Raw, LA Knight as a world champ on Raw, where LA Knight has a better chance, where on Raw as a world champion, LA Knight has a better chance with that than on as LA Knight's got a better shot of being a world champ on Raw than on SmackDown. So absolutely a draft this year and absolutely move LA Knight to Raw. That should be one of the moves that should be one of the those are one of the moves that should definitely those are one of the moves that needs to be made. The same thing with Rhea Ripley moving to SmackDown. She also needs a change of scenery bad more than anybody as well, just like LA Knight. Move LA Knight to Raw, move Rhea Ripley to SmackDown. Those are two of the picks I would definitely make with the draft this year. Absolutely. Yeah, move him LA Knight to the IC title picture. Yeah. LA Knight versus Dominic Mysterio for the IC title. Sign me up. LA Knight versus Karrion Kross for the IC title. Sign me up. You know, LA Knight versus a Finn Balor for the Intercontinental title. Take my fucking money. I'd love to see that. And I don't think Balor and Knight have wrestled. I don't think Finn Balor versus LA Knight. I don't think that's happened before. I could be wrong in WWE. I don't think they fought each other before in WWE. I'm not really sure. I could be wrong, but I don't think we've seen that in WWE yet. LA Knight versus Finn Balor. Oh wait, no. Actually, no. I'm wrong. That Bray Wyatt tribute show 2 summers ago, we got on SmackDown Finn Balor versus LA Knight with the Bray Wyatt tribute show on SmackDown in August of 23. So, yeah, they have fought before. That was the Bray Wyatt tribute show. So, yes, they have fought before. So, yes, that's true. And that was like a day after Bray Wyatt sadly passed away in August of 2023. When it was August 24th of 2023 that Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda, sadly passed away at age 36. And the next day on SmackDown, they had a tribute show for him. A beautiful tribute, but very sad, emotional SmackDown. And I even teared up that night, that tribute show. Because Bray Wyatt was like Bray Wyatt is loved, because Bray Wyatt is loved by was and is still loved to this day by everybody. And I mean everybody. Wrestlers and wrestling fans. Everyone just loves Bray Wyatt. Like, Bray Wyatt's tribute, like Eddie Guerrero's tribute show hit hard when he passed in November 2005, and Bray Wyatt as well. That was the first time that a wrestler's death that a sudden wrestler's death hit hard for the first time since Eddie Guerrero when he sadly passed in 2005, in late 05. Yeah, Jeffrey Reimer. Yeah, I remember that tribute show. Yeah, both Eddie and Wyatt. Got Shawn Michaels, Rey Mysterio on the Eddie tribute show, which was a great match. And Eddie was smiling ear to ear up in heaven watching that. Rey versus HBK. That was great. And yeah, that Eddie show was hard to watch. Yeah. That was actually 2 years before I started watching WWE, actually. 2 years later, in late 07, I started watching WWE because, and then I went back and watched the old stuff. And that was 2 years before I started watching wrestling, actually. Because I watched in September 07. And I've watched ever since. And I'm not sure what happened to Mitch there, but I'm sure he's doing something right now. He'll be back, I'm sure, but he'll be back. Not worried about him. When he comes back, he comes back. And surely he'll be back before the show is over tonight. Well, we got 40 minutes left of the show, and definitely the show has flown by. I will say tonight's SmackDown's been pretty damn decent tonight. Nice build for Money in the Bank. We got some good stuff tonight. Good wrestling, some nice stories going into Saturday night's main event, and nice Money in the Bank build. So tonight's been pretty decent, I will say. And the show tonight's flown by quick as well. And Greensboro, North Carolina has really brought it tonight. Much better than Des Moines, Iowa from SmackDown from last week. And then even the past couple SmackDowns. Even the Fort Worth, Texas crowd from the SmackDown after Mania was not that good of a crowd. This crowd tonight is much better also than the Fort Worth, Texas crowd. And Fort Worth, Texas was like fucking library silence. Greensboro is just so much better. Jeffrey Reimer in the chat. We started watching March 2004, I believe. 0304, sorry. My bad. Yeah, that was when Eddie was alive. And I hate mentioning his name, but Chris Benoit, that was before the tragedy when he killed his wife and 7-year-old son before killing himself. Before that what he did to his family when he killed his family, that was absolutely horrible what he did. I mean, just absolute heinous act and unforgivable and inexcusable what he did. Fuck him. Poor, evil devil. but as a wrestler, he was fantastic. Like what he did in the ring, like he was a great pro wrestler. Was Chris Benoit? Like he was not a big guy. He was a stocky, small guy, and most of his pro wrestling career wrestled men bigger than him. But man, his offense against, especially when he wrestled like guys like Mark Henry, Big Show, men bigger than him, man, Benoit's offense was very believable. He made you believe he had a shot of being a guy like Big Show, Mark Henry, Brock Lesnar, Batista, etc. And Benoit's offense against those guys, man, very believable. He made you believe he had a shot of actually beating them, and it was believable. And I'll never forget WrestleMania 20 when he won the world title for the first time in his career in Madison Square Garden at WrestleMania 20, one of the greatest moments in WrestleMania history. Yeah, the Rabid Wolverine was another level. As a wrestler, yes, but as a person, he was terrible. But as a wrestler, like off the charts, he was one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Like he was that good. He was one of the best players in the game in that ring. He was that good at what he did in the pro wrestling ring. He was a very good pro wrestler. His matches with his matches with Eddie and Jericho, and he's wrestled Kurt Angle at the 2003 Royal Rumble for the WWE title. That was a fucking banger. His matches with like Rhino, Tajiri, JBL, who else he wrestled? Orton, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Edge as well. Really good stuff. I think he wrestled Rey Mysterio. He wrestled Undertaker for sure. He definitely wrestled the Undertaker. He wrestled Finlay, Booker T. Like he was one of those guys. He was like a technical submission specialist, grappler. Like he lived and breathed pro wrestling. Just one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. But unfortunately, he'll never be in the Hall of Fame because of what he did. He would have been in the Hall of Fame absolutely 1,000% if he did not kill his family. If what happened in June 07 never happened. And yes, definitely a great moonsault from Jeff Cobb. Absolutely. I mean, Jeff Cobb's, I guess he's a powerhouse, but he's a stocky guy, but he's not the biggest guy. But even for not the biggest guy and a stocky guy, he's very powerful and he's a powerhouse. But very good as for a wrestler. But very good wrestler, very talented as Jeff Cobb for a stocky guy. And the fact that he's 42 and he doesn't even look 42, he almost looks like he's 30, which is crazy. Oh, Tour of the Islands. Oh, LA Knight in midair. Tour of the Islands. That's Jeff Cobb's finisher. Love that move. That spinning side slam, the Tour of the Islands, man. Jeff Cobb's finisher. Love that move. And he puts LA Knight away with Tour of the Islands. That was actually, I will admit, I mean, I'm tired of LA Knight versus the Bloodline, but I like that finish with Jeff Cobb winning against LA Knight there with that midair out of nowhere Tour of the Islands. Man, love that finish. And yes, Jeffrey Reimer, they should never go back to Des Moines, Iowa ever again. Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, Jeffrey Reimer, that's side slam that Jeff Cobb did. That's Jeff Cobb's finisher called the Tour of the Islands. He calls that Tour of the Islands. And Jacob Fatu is not celebrating with Jeff Cobb and Solo as Jacob Fatu, just holding the title like this. So Fatu leaving the Bloodline, it's inevitable. It's coming sooner rather than later. It's
got to happen sooner.
Oh, absolutely. And because, again, he didn't even stand next to Jeff Cobb and Solo Sikoa. He just stand apart from him with holding the U.S. title high. But Mitch, Jeff Cobb just beat LA Knight in a midair.
I was watching.
Tour of the Islands. Love that move.
That move was good.
I'm tired of LA Knight versus the Bloodline, but damn, I love that finish. That was cool. And Jeff Cobb impressed me. That did good tonight. He
did good
against the top guy like LA Knight. You can't get better than that. He did well. Jeff Cobb's gonna do just fine in WWE. He's gonna be good. I feel.
Wait, did I just miss? Yo, Sports with Coma, what's up, man? Yo, how's it going? Yo, if you want to be in the group chat, let me know. I'll add you right back in.
So, guys, and Mitch, the Knicks are up against the Celtics, 110-76.
That game is over. The Knicks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Quarter four. There's 5.5 minutes left in the game. Please, I'm hoping for a Knicks win. Please be.
No, they're going to win. It's fine. It's over. The game's over.
Hope so. That's if the Knicks screw up.
How much time is left?
There's 5 minutes. Anything can happen.
They're up by 30 plus.
I know, unless the Knicks screw up, which it's almost impossible.
You can't. Knicks are moving on. You don't have to worry. Knicks are moving on.
Yeah. So that's good. And Jeff Cobb did a very nice moonsault as well.
Why is it?
So Raw this Monday on Netflix is going to be live from Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah, Jeffrey Reimer. Speaking of leaving a group, Humberto Carrillo. Leaving Legado. Going to Andrade. I wonder if they'd have Humberto and Andrade as a tag team, and Angel and Santos as a tag team. Yeah, Jeffrey Reimer, Raw should be good this week. I agree.
Yeah, he's going to leave.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura. I thought he'd be on the cut list, but he's on Vignette. Oh, great.
All right, can we stop with Shinsuke?
He's, what, 45 years old? He's not what he used to be, and he's a dead act. I'm sorry. I know Triple H has tried with him, but I feel like by the time Triple H took over creative, it was too late to save Shinsuke at that point, because remember 2017 when Vince McMahon had Shinsuke Nakamura lose to fucking Jinder Mahal for the WWE title when Shinsuke should have won. And that buried Shinsuke, and he's not been the same since whatsoever. Where I thought he would be released earlier this month. I'm surprised he wasn't, because if there's anyone who should leave WWE, it should be Shinsuke Nakamura. Triple H just tried with him, but Nakamura is just dead. And maybe just retire at this point, because he's not what he used to be. He's getting older, and he's just slow in the ring, boring in the ring, because I feel like his knees are shot and stuff. No disrespect to Shinsuke, I like him, but he's not interesting in 2025 anymore. I'm sorry. And I feel like if he were to leave WWE tomorrow, it would be no big loss for the company whatsoever. The guy's dead. I'm sorry. And Triple H taken over earlier years ago, I don't think Shinsuke would be where he is right now. It'd be much better. It would have been a different story. You know, I'm tired of Shinsuke. I mean, him leaving WWE would be no big loss for them whatsoever. He would not even realize he's gone. So, Aleister Black, Shinsuke Nakamura, LA Knight, Money in the Bank qualifying match next week for SmackDown in Savannah, Georgia. I hope Shinsuke doesn't win. I doubt it.
It's going to be Aleister Black.
It should. It honestly should. Oh, Julia, Charlotte, and Zelina next week Money in the Bank qualifier. Oh, God. Please don't tell me fucking Charlotte's winning. Please fucking no.
It's Charlotte.
No, it's not.
It's either Charlotte or Julia, because Alexa Bliss might interfere.
Well, Julia, it's her SmackDown debut. I think Julia wins next week. So that means Julia is beating Charlotte and Zelina next week. Zelina's definitely not winning. I think Julia and Aleister qualify next week. If Zelina's not winning, then Aleister's going to win. Oh, and WWE Tag Team Championship, Braxton versus the Street Profits next week. Ah.
Yeah, I said that would be next week.
Ah. So next week's SmackDown's looking pretty good. Yeah, I agree, Jeffrey. I hope to God Charlotte doesn't win. Charlotte should not fucking win. Alexa should go in there and cost Charlotte the match. I hope to fucking God they don't give Charlotte the win in the briefcase. That's fucking terrible. I mean, Zelina Vega's going to eat the pin. I don't really give a shit. Yeah,
I just don't care about this match at all.
Yeah, Naomi should win the fucking briefcase.
I just hate this match.
I know, but Nia's not winning, though, I will say. Though they had a good match a few months ago on SmackDown, I remember. It wasn't bad. It was much better than Charlotte and Tiffany before Charlotte versus Tiffany, that's for sure. Anything is better than that. I feel like Aleister Black qualifies, and I could see Carmelo Hayes qualify for Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So on the SmackDown side, it's probably going to be Solo Sikoa, Aleister Black, and Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, Jeffrey. I think it's been dead.
Tiffany, this has to end it. I think tonight, after tonight, there should be no more Tiffany versus Nia after tonight. They may have a good match tonight, but after tonight, no more Nia versus Tiffany. It's over after tonight. And Nia's not winning, so.
This is really starting to get bad now.
When now let me ask you this: Tiffany Stratton beats Nia Jax tonight. Who was the next in line for Tiffany Stratton Women's Championship? Is what I want to know.
Jade Cargill.
Probably either her or Naomi.
It's gotta be one or the other.
I don't think it's going to be Bianca though. She said she's going to be out for a while. I got a hot take. I just thought of this. I know they brought them as a team Monday after Raw. They're not a tag team anymore. But no one's thinking of this. We saw Julia tonight. What if they pull something no one's expecting? Tiffany retains against Nia, but after the match, we get Roxanne Perez showing up attacking Tiffany. No one's really talking about it.
Yeah.
I doubt it. It may be a long shot, but imagine. I mean, you're looking for a good heel against Tiffany. That would be great. They may be Roxanne and Julia are no longer a team, but I know it's out of left field. I may be thinking unrealistically with that, but just a thought. Because Bianca's out for a while. Jade's still feuding with Naomi. Charlotte's going to feud with Alexa. And Nia's going to lose. She's done with Tiffany after tonight. Nia goes back in the line after she loses to Tiffany here tonight. And you're looking for a good top heel against Tiffany Stratton. Look no further than Roxanne Perez. I think that would be really good. Well, and that would be good, at least, especially with Bianca being out for a while. I think she broke her hand at WrestleMania in the match with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. So she'll be out for a while. So what would you think, Mitch, if that happened?
I just want this to be done.
No. Roxanne and Tiffany, if they were to feud after this.
Roxanne's on Raw.
No, I'm just saying if they pulled a swerve like they did with Julia. Because everyone Julia would go to Raw.
Netflix wants Roxanne.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know. It's anything could happen. I don't know. Just something no one's really thinking about. Again, I know it's far-fetched. It's just my thought. I know it's
I know.
I know it's far-fetched.
I'm just trying to think who.
I don't think it happens, but imagine. Because Jade's going to feud with Naomi still. Charlotte's feuding with Alexa. I think Naomi's going to be in the Money in the Bank, so she's not going to wrestle Tiffany soon for the title. Nia's done with Tiffany after tonight. There's no one else. The only one I can think of is Roxanne, and she's ready for a main roster call-up. Maybe Bianca goes heel, but I don't know if we don't even know.
She's still injured.
Yeah, she's not cleared yet.
She's not going to come back to either Evolution or Elimination. Or not, yeah. Evolution or SummerSlam.
It should be out for a while. So maybe Jade versus Naomi. I could see Jade Cargill. Probably Jade. I could see Jade Cargill.
But the problem is they're both faces.
I know, but I don't. Again, if it's just a one face versus face, I wouldn't mind it. But then again, Jade versus Tiffany, whether both face or not, I just hope if we do get Jade and Tiffany in the future, I just hope it's not worse than Charlotte and Tiffany. I hope Tiffany can carry Jade to a decent match.
Yeah.
Because I feel like with Jade Cargill, she can be something. She has potential. I do see it, but she's got work to do. She's not where she needs to be. Like, I don't know what it is with Jade. Like, like her promos, she definitely needs work in the promo department. Like, just sounds very robotic and scripted. Like, sounds like she talks and pause, talks, pause. So she needs to work on the promos and charisma and character. The in-ring needs a little more work as well. Like I said, Jade Cargill's got some homework to do, and it's going to take some time. So I don't know. I mean, I could see Jade and Tiffany soon in the future. I just hope Tiffany's able to carry Jade somewhat to a passable, decent match. And hopefully it's better than Charlotte and Tiffany. Because Charlotte and Tiffany WrestleMania was god-awful. It was not good at all. So we'll see what happens. It's definitely not going to be Chelsea Green and the Secret Service, that's for sure. Definitely not. They're losers. Or if Naomi's not in Money in the Bank, maybe it's Naomi, but Naomi realistically should be in the Money in the Bank. She should be in there. Or maybe Tiffany doesn't need to wrestle for Money in the Bank. I don't think she needs to. I would do Rhea Ripley and Io Sky for Money in the Bank. I don't think Tiffany needs to wrestle at Money in the Bank. Yeah, Jeffrey, Naomi should be in the Money in the Bank for the women. I think she should too. And she's actually, if she's in it, she's my pick to win it. Naomi's my pick to win the women's Money in the Bank if she is in the match. Because especially with her heel stuff lately, and she's this red hot, especially being a heel and doing her stuff as a heel as of late, and she deserves to be rewarded. And she's been killing it lately with the heel work she's been doing as of late. And I feel like it's Naomi's time. I feel like this year is Naomi's year, and I think she deserves the women's Money in the Bank and a women's title reign. I think she more than deserves it. Mitch.
Yeah.
The Knicks beat the Celtics 119-81.
Yeah, I told you.
Yes. Yes. There we go. Let's go. Yes. Definitely well deserved. So the conference finals for the NBA playoffs, the final four is the Knicks, the Pacers, the Timberwolves, and then either the Nuggets or Thunder.
Yep, it's going to be the Thunder. The Nuggets just lost one of their best players due to injury.
And this series with Nuggets and Thunder is tied up 3-3. Their last game is this Sunday.
It's Sunday. I'm going to stream that.
Should be a good game. It's the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Minnesota Timberwolves. in the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I watch most of basketball.
When was the last time the Knicks were in the NBA Finals?
83.
Wow. They should be in the finals this year and win it.
They got a shot.
I hope they do, man. New York fan, I hope they win it.
Yeah, it's been a long time for the Knicks.
Oh, Naomi. Naomi's been lurking. Oh, shit.
Finally, Naomi.
She's been lurking all night behind Nia Jax. So Nia's not winning this. It's going to be Naomi Tiffany. Oh, Jay Cargill. Oh, shit. So Jay.
I like the red hair.
I do too. It's different for Naomi. Jay Cargill's after Naomi. So Nia charged. She went shoulder first in the post. Prettiest moonsault ever. It's over. What the hell? Don't tell me Nia's fucking winning. Fuck. Don't tell me Tiffany's losing. Fuck. Fuck. Tiffany's gonna lose. Oh no. Nia cleared the announce table. This is over. Fuck. Here we go. It's over. Damn it! Oh! Wow! Almost won, denied. Tiffany just at the last second got her hand on the bottom rope. That fucking scared me.
You know that Tiffany's going to win.
I thought Nia almost won there. Wouldn't be surprised. They had me there. Come on. Oh, the chair right in the face of Nia. Oh, Nia's busted open. This is it. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. There we go. Nia loses clean.
Look at her face.
Got busted. Tiffany drop kicked the chair right, smacking Nia's head, and that's how she bled.
Oh my God.
Bleeding profusely.
This is crazy. I didn't think Nia Jax would be busted open like this.
Yeah, that looked nasty.
That was something.
Yeah.
All right.
Not bad.
All right.
Not bad. Actually,
not bad.
In the last 5 minutes.
Yep. All right, guys, we're going to close it out here. Nick's got to do something in the morning. I got to stream tomorrow morning.
I'm going to be live from Yankee Stadium tomorrow. Yankees versus Mets tomorrow. I'll be live there tomorrow.
All right, guys. We'll catch you all later. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. And we will see you guys next week. Have a good one. Peace.